Okay, recording is on now. It's great to have you with me today. I'm so excited to be able to share with you. And I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take you right into my LinkedIn. And I'm going to walk you through a very basic, simple routine that I do every day on LinkedIn first. I'll run you through that. And then after that, I'm going to, hi, Stuart, welcome. Good to have you with us. So I'm going to, once I run through that, I want this to go to my profile page, so I've got to make sure it goes to the right place. When you get on Zoom, everything slows down. It doesn't work the same as it does normally, right? So I just want to touch on a few basics, and this is for the people that have never seen one of my LinkedIn Live events before, but this is a lot similar to TikTok, doing the lives with TikTok. Except you can't see the faces of all the people that are on your TikTok live with you, right? I like this because I'm a boomer. I like to see faces and see people. So the first thing you do if you've never, how many of you here first? How many of you have got a LinkedIn profile? Have you got one?
I do.
Oh, okay, that's great. So
Yes, I do.
good, that's great. At least you've got something to start with. So I'm just going to quickly run through an overview. You have a 3-second rule that you have to keep with on LinkedIn. They are really fast to scroll by you. They won't stop by and give you 2 seconds of their time. So you need a really powerful background banner. Okay. And that banner needs to tell them right off the back, click. Oh yeah, multiple streams of income, passive. Okay, yeah, okay. And then they'll read your headline, which is this bit here below your name. And the reason I've got Christine Marketing Mentress Till is because I found 2 other Christine Tills online. So I'm going, okay, I think I need to differentiate myself here. So your headline has to speak to their pain. So when people look at your profile, they don't care what you do. They don't care if you got a master's degree or a doctorate degree. They don't care about that. They're looking for a reason. It's something that can help them, right? They're looking to help themselves. So when we do our headline and we talk about all of the things we can do, they don't care. They want to know what we can do for them, right? So this is an automated online business to create 3 impactful pieces of content, master daily pay skills, and enjoy done-for-you ads. My clients, or my people, are all non-techie. All my clients are over 50, guys. Why is that? Why are they looking to build a business? It's because 62% of the people in Canada, and it's probably pretty close to that in other countries as well, are living paycheck to paycheck, and they need to do something to backstop themselves financially, to supplement an income, or if they've been laid off their job, build an income. So where do they go? They have to go online, because if you're over 50, you maybe aren't as strong and healthy as you used to be, so you can't do really physical, heavy, hard work stuff kind of thing. You need to look to something that you can work from home. And that's something I had to get my mind around. Hi, Wendy. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So think about those when you're setting up your profile. Don't put in there that you're a master piano player or any of that kind of stuff. You want to hit them in their heart. And if you can get them for 3 seconds to look through this top bit here, the background banner, your headshot, and your headline, that is awesome, because then they will go down and they'll start looking through your profile and they'll start reading things, but you want them to come to your about page. And I'm going to show you my about page. And you can copy this if you want and put it in Chat GPT so that it rewrites it. Because if you just copy and paste it directly into your LinkedIn, it's going to ruin the algorithm for both you and me. But you can take it and paste it into Chat GPT and then go and edit it a little bit so that it sounds more like you, right? But you're speaking to their heart here. right? I'm not telling them about all my knowledge and all my expertise. I'm speaking to their heart because I'm speaking like I was 5 to 10 years ago, what I was what I was needing, what I was looking for. What's their pain? That's what you're talking to. And the next thing I want to sit on here or hit on. So just follow the add profile sections and keep adding the profile sections as you're going through. But down here where the skills are, this is so important, guys. And I can't tell you how many people do not have any skills listed. And it's crucial that you list skills on there because those skills are like magnificent keywords that will lock you in, according to the LinkedIn algorithms and their search engines, lock you in with perfect customers. So those keywords are important. And I see people who will only put 5 keywords or 4 keywords down there. Those you can have up to close to 100 keywords. I've seen as many as 100 keywords on people's profiles. But you've got a lot of things that you're good at, right? A lot of things. So look at some other people's profiles and look at some of the things that they have listed on their skills so that other people can come and endorse them. But here's the thing about endorsements that people do not understand. And this was me when I first got started. I thought that endorsements were bogus, totally bogus, because people would connect with me. I was brand new on LinkedIn and I was building my followership and my connections. And they would connect with me and they'd be from somewhere like Tuktoyaktuk or India or Africa or the UK or Australia. And they would connect with me and right away they would endorse me. And I'm going, how can they endorse me? I never had coffee with them. They don't know me. They don't know if I'm good at all this stuff, right? And I used to tell all my clients that they're bogus. And then I got invited to a LinkedIn event when I lived out in Vancouver area. And in that event, LinkedIn talked about all the new things that were coming up. It was free. They invited me to come for free. And then way at the very end of the event, because it was a day long, they said, would Christine Till please come up to the stage? We have a special award for you. I about fell off my chair. Like, they never gave me any forewarning. I was shocked to death. So I went up to the stage and almost fell off the stage when he said I had the most endorsements of anyone in British Columbia. And then I went, oh my gosh. And I could feel my face getting red as a beet because I had clients sitting in that audience and I'd been telling all my clients how bogus these were. And they explained to me how important those skills are. So guys, we need to get on each other's profiles and go in and endorse them so that they can be shown to more people. And when you're shown to more people, like in the searches that you have in my network, and that they have all these people listed that you could possibly connect with, it's really easy to find people that fit all your criteria for your perfect customer. So get lots of skills up there, guys. Keep thinking about skills you can add. You can edit that at any time and add more skills. I always want to emphasize that because I learned a big lesson that day. It was like I got hit over the head with a virtual 2x4. Are there any questions so far? Okay, just put your hand up if you have a question and I'll open it up to that. So today I wanted to talk about how to do a LinkedIn Live event. So that's what we're doing right now. Now there is a way when you do a LinkedIn Live event there's 3 different choices you can make for how people can register and how you can carry on the actual function of the live event itself. But at the last day, I always give everybody my own Zoom link because I want to record them all and then I save them on my YouTube channel so that you guys can go back there. People can review it on a regular basis if they have questions or whatever. And I've found that I have so many people checking my YouTube on a regular basis. It's awesome. So I don't have 1,000 followers yet on YouTube, so I'd really appreciate it if you want to. I've gone into the community that we belong to and put a post up there with all my videos that I've shared already and my YouTube link so that people can follow me. So I've got 772, I think, as of last night. So I hope there's a few more in there. And we want to get to 1,000, right? So if we can follow each other's videos, that would be awesome. So I'm going to go into my home page. So these I'll just go through these icons real quickly. If you click the Me button, you go to your own profile, right? Or you can also go to your settings and privacy. You need to go into settings and privacy and make sure that you go through every step back there and set it the way you want it, okay? Because it affects how many messages you receive, or how many people you get shown to, or how many emails you receive from LinkedIn, right? So you want to control that so that you're more connected to your ideal customers. And you can go down here to where you can see your posts and activity. Can you see that? And all your posts and activity will show up in the middle of the page when you click on that. So I make sure that I have 3 to 5 posts going out every day on my social media. So all the people that I follow, so there's my live event, right? And I go online and I look for famous realty-free quotes with pictures. And you can just do a Google search. And it'll come up with a whole bunch. Or you can say realty-free success quotes with pictures, or realty-free inspirational quotes, that kind of thing. You just look for those kinds of quotes. Sometimes I'll do Snoopy quotes because Snoopy quotes are really good. They give you a little bit more of a light education as you're going through everything. But these are my posts, guys. Yeah. So you can have all these, and I've got them pre-scheduled to go out ahead of time. So I've got them going out through all my social media platforms, different times of day, right? Way back when I first started doing this in 2011, I had social media gurus telling me that I needed to post 3 to 5 times a day. It sent me literally into shock mode because I couldn't figure out how do I do this? I didn't know about Canva. I didn't know about any of that kind of stuff to create my own headlines with, right? And I was just learning how to create LinkedIn articles, but I didn't know how to do posts. Had no clue. Where do I get my pictures from? That's what really stumped me, is having where do I get my pictures? So I got the brainwave because they all told me I had to post 3 to 5 times a day, and they told me why. And the reason why is because those feeds are moving all the time, right? And so if I post at 8 o'clock in the morning and in my social media feeds, and somebody doesn't check their social media until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, those posts are totally gone. They'll never see them, even if they scroll back a few posts. And people never scroll back more than maybe 5 or 6 posts. It just takes too much time. People just don't have that time to be able to spend scrolling. And as far as I'm concerned, I I don't do a lot of scrolling. So you can go in here and you can check how many impressions you've got, and you can view your analytics in here. So I want to go into my notifications. So you go into your notifications, and that shows you the actual reactions that you've had. So this post just came out, and it's probably around 2 o'clock it came out. So I've got 2 reactions on here so far. And all the activity in all the groups that you belong to shows up in here. And if people have liked your post, and you can respond back to them when they've liked your post. And it just keeps it moving forward all the time. The more activity you have on your LinkedIn profile, the more strategic activity you have on your LinkedIn profile. You need to be strategic with what you do on here. So everything that you post, even in all your social media, the more professional your posts look, the more readership and followership you're going to have. And if you can include videos with that, it's awesome. And another thing, you have to be careful with posting links, especially on LinkedIn. LinkedIn does not like you posting your website link on all your posts. So the way I get around it is I go into, so let's see, I'll go into the home page here. When you go into the home page, you see up here where you can do media, job, or write an article. I never go into the job thing because I'm definitely not looking to do another job. I don't want to fight rush hour traffic anymore. So say I was going to do an article and you go in and publish an article. Well, I can go in through here and pull up any of my old articles. So let's go to posts and activity. And go to the more button. You click on articles. And hi, Stuart, can you do a question? You need to mute yourself if you don't have a question, Stuart. Thank you. Okay, so these are some articles that I've already published on here. And I'll just show you my latest one. This is the one I published this week. I publish one article a week. So when you go in, this one is, do you have faith in your vision? And I had an article that I had written years ago. I don't remember where I wrote it, but I copied that article and put it into ChatGPT and redid it, right? So that it's more updated to today. And this is all ChatGPT rewriting my article. I just love it. So you hide your links in here in the words, right? So when you're editing an article, let's go into edit mode back here. I'm going to go up to the top and go to edit article. See that? And you scroll down. So if you want to edit your article, see, you can link it up. You can link all your links up to words in the article, so they're hidden. So you can put your website in here, right? And the LinkedIn search engines or algorithms don't pick up on it. And I have all my website links hooked up in here, my LinkedIn, they're all connected here. These are all live. You just hide them in the words. Just click this link up here and you can hide them in the words. So then you're not bothered by getting blacklisted on any of your social media platforms because you can post this LinkedIn article. Actually, no, not on any, just on LinkedIn. I wouldn't advise you to post with the LinkedIn link on other places. But here, you can post in your groups on LinkedIn. So any of the groups that you belong to, you can post your LinkedIn article on. But when you go into the groups that you belong to and you post your article in there, go in always and like a bunch of other articles and comment on one or two, and then go on to your next group. Because if you reciprocate, it's like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, right? So I'm not going to do any other changes here, so I'm just going to click on update.
Christine,
Yes.
I tried to do that, put the links in my articles, and it wouldn't let me. I had to actually go to a Word document, do the link, and then paste it back in. I've tried it more than once using that little link icon, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but to be able to not
letting you do
on
that.
LinkedIn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but if anybody else runs into that problem, that's a workaround. If you do it in Word, link it,
Okay.
copy and paste. But I don't know,
Awesome.
maybe it was something I was doing, but just I've tried it a few times.
Well, I've never had any trouble with that, but that's good that you're sharing that. When we get off here, I'll take some time and double check and make sure. But I've never had a problem linking links up to my articles, to words in my articles. So this was my article. So then after I've got my article published, what I do with that article is I repurpose it on an auto posting platform, right? That I've got several of my social media platforms already connected to. And you pre-schedule it to go out. So you don't have to be on your social media every day. So even if you use Buffer, which is free, and in fact, I think the next one I do, I'm going to include Buffer in it, and you do some Buffer training, because you can connect 3 of your social media platforms to Buffer for free. And then you can pre-schedule up to 10 posts to go out. So if you're doing 3 posts a day, you can schedule 3 posts a day for the next 3 days, right? And then 1 extra into your 4th day. So when that next post goes out, that last post, I should say, Buffer will send you a message that your last post has just been sent, right? So then you know to go in and create 10 more. So it saves you days of working to post on your social media platforms. And I've had people who are social media experts ask me why I post the same article or the same post out 6 months. So here's why. I have calendars all around my desk, 6 months out. And the 19th, if I publish an article today on the 19th, or do a post today on the 19th, it's a Thursday, right? Well, the 19th of September becomes a Saturday. Different audience, because people check their social media on different times of day, different days of the week, depending on what their schedules are, right? But here's another, and so that goes the same all the way out. It changes to a different day of the week. But if it goes to December 19th is also a Thursday, I would just make sure I choose a different time of day on that Thursday than I did on the first Thursday, right? But think about all the people that you haven't connected to by next month, right? So by the 19th of this month, September, and then every day, this is what I teach. You need to invite 10 people to connect with you every day and send out 10 endorsements to people that you are already connected to every day, right? And then, so all the new people that you've connected to, so say you have 10 people who connect with you every day for 30 days, that's a lot of people that didn't see your post when it first went out. But now they're going to have a chance to see it because it's going to go out again, right? Different date, doesn't matter. So it's two different audiences you're actually reaching by doing this system that I've incorporated. And this got developed as a result of me learning and understanding how the platforms work and how fast those feeds move. Twitter's like this. It's gone. You have it posted, and then I've tried to find it 5 minutes later and I can't find my post. So I can't emphasize enough how important it is to understand that concept so that you save yourself time and money, really. Time is money, right? So are there any questions before I move into the next step here? Because I want to go into doing a live event, but I wanted to help everybody understand about that repurposing your posts. Okay, so you go to the home button. When you go to the home button, you look down the side here. See the left side? And you go to see where it says this is it'll list your groups here. So you can click here and go right into your groups and post through here. Or you can go into your events and set up a new event. And it'll show you what hashtags you've followed, right? They keep track of so many things for us. So if you click on events, so this is the event that's on right now, right? How to create a LinkedIn Live event. You go up here to the top and you can create an event. Now, I've never done this in the middle of an event, but oh yeah, looks like I'm going to be able to do it. So I usually figure out what my theme is going to be beforehand. So I'm going to put down for next time, because I do a LinkedIn Live event every other week. So my next one will be the beginning of the 4th or 3rd of, so it's going to be Buffer. I have to write it down. So we're going to do a buffer one. So I'm going to hit this picture and I'm going to download. I know I've got a buffer one in here somewhere. So you see how I download all these famous quotes with pictures? You have to make sure you do the royalty-free ones, right? Because you don't want to use one of these and it's a paid one and then you get in trouble big time because you can get sued, you guys. Okay, where is the buffer one? Maybe it was back in June. See if I've got buffer in here. Okay, I'm just going to pick any old one here because I don't want to waste too much time. I thought I knew where my buffer one was, and I don't see it here. So let's just do this here. Creating online business without text. So I always stick my URL on the picture, usually very discreetly. My color is hot pink, and the reason I chose hot pink, and my logo is up in the corner, my 2 M's for Marketing Mentress. I chose hot pink because I took a course way back, and in that course, the guy had done a lot of research with color. And he said, if you use hot pink or you wear hot pink on a sales meeting, the hot pink sells 60% more than any of the other colors you might wear. So I went, oh, okay, I'm going to do hot pink as my main theme color. So that's where that came from. So I'm going to go down here and apply the picture. So I can go in and edit this if I want to. And the organizer showed up. I'm the organizer, so I'll just leave that there. And it's going to be online. Now this is event format we're going to go through here. So you go and there's 3 different kinds of format. There's a LinkedIn audio event. And this is just like a podcast where you don't see each other. There's no pictures showing. But it's not really great to try and record it, right? But if you do a LinkedIn Live, then you can stream a third-party tool. So I take my own Zoom and give it to all the people that are registered. And I go into the registration list in the back of my my event. That's why when I first set it up, I send out a registration link because everybody that is in my list of people that have registered have to be a number 1 level connection, a first level connection. So we have to be directly connected, okay, in order for me to send messages to you guys. So I want to make sure that I can keep all my people informed and send them the Zoom link to go to for the actual day of the event. So that's why I do this one. There's an external event link, and I found that this doesn't work very well. So I just don't use it. But I found that the LinkedIn Live works. I can give everybody the original link to register, and then I go and I see a list of people in the bottom of the event that I can go and direct message with my Zoom link then. So then I put the event name in here. Anybody got some good ideas for what we could call it? Repurposing with buffer? Sound like a plan? Okay, then you choose your time zone. So I'm in mountain time, so I make sure that's why it shows up at the top all the time. And the date is going to be October the 3rd. Make sure I got my dates right. And it's going to start at 2 p.m. And you can set the 2 p.m. on here for start time. And the end date is going to be the same date, right? Just double check and make sure you've got the right date in there. And it's going to end at 3 o'clock. Please check the date and time. Oh, it's PM. Ah, AM. Let's go to PM. There we go. It's great because it shows you little messages as you're going along to help you be able to get set up properly. It's awesome. So now we're going to do a description. So here's where we go to do a little bit of a cheat. I'm going to go into ChatGPT and we'll open up a new window and go into ChatGPT. Okay, I'm a LinkedIn marketing strategist. How to repurpose. Okay, let's see what they come up with here. Have you all had a chance to use ChatGPT? Most people use it all the time now. It's just free. You can get access to it. So I've got here, join us for an insightful event on how to maximize your content strategy by repurposing social media posts and LinkedIn articles using buffer.com, exclamation mark. In this session, we'll dive into simple yet effective ways to extend the life of your posts, reach a wider audience, and stay consistent across platforms. Whether you're a seasoned LinkedIn user or just getting started, you'll learn how Buffer's powerful tools can streamline your content scheduling, boost engagement, and keep your message fresh. Don't miss this opportunity to amplify your online presence with ease. Oh my gosh, that's bang on. I like that. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back over to my description box here, and I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to leave it as it is, but here's something else I'm going to do. And this is what a lot of people forget, guys. They forget the hashtags. Hashtag marketing mentors. Hashtag home office hacks. Hashtag, let's see, work from anywhere. And that's it. When I'm sitting here typing on my computer, it reminds me of the fact that I love so much the fact that I can take my office with me wherever I go. We have 8 children scattered all over North America. And whoops, no spaces. You instinctively want to put a space between the words. And so when I go visit my kids, we have to hop on a plane, right? We can't just drive there because they're got one family in Miami, another one in Chicago, and 3 of them over in Washington State, 1 in Nova Scotia, and 3 in Vancouver. So we can't just get in the car and drive for a couple hours. We have to hop on a plane. So while they're at work or at school during the daytime, I can work on my computer and get all my things done for my business. So we'll do one more hashtag. I like to do at least 5. No more commute. Okay, so we've got this. So we'll click next. But first I'm going to pull this down. Make sure. Okay, so we're going to do the speakers. There, my name pops up right away. And you can read LinkedIn's event policy here, and you can make the most of your LinkedIn events. You can learn more stuff here and just click next. And now you can share some of your thoughts. Here's what I do. I go into my chat GPT and I'll go into the middle of the description. And I'll just pick a sentence out of the middle, copy that out of my chat GPT and put it in here where my thoughts are. Okay. Now, here we have hashtags again. That's work from home success. That's what that stands for. Hashtags are so important, and I used to wonder what the hashtags were all about. Let's do telecommute tribe. I have a document stand beside my desk here with all my documents perched on there. One more. Hashtag no more commute. So we've used commute a couple of times in here. That's good. So you can rewrite it with AI. So if you click on this little button, look what happens. It rewrites it for you. Okay, so then you can post this. But here, before I post it, I want to copy it. And I'm going to paste it in a blank Word document. And the reason I'm going to do that is because then I can copy, because I've got to get the URL from the event, and I want to have them all together on the same page so that I can copy them and just paste them in wherever I want to post them to be able to advertise for my event. So I'll paste this into a Word document. You probably can't see it because I've got it the screen shared on my LinkedIn. Okay, so now you click post. And I'm going to post. And you can go and start inviting people to come to your next event, right? But we're not going to do that right now. So we're going to view the post. There we go. So it looks really sharp and professional. I didn't do a lot, right? Didn't take me very long to get that all done. It was awesome. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go into the share button, and we can either click the invite here and invite a whole bunch of people that we're connected to on LinkedIn to come to our event, which I do when I first publish my events. But I'm going to copy the link. Remember, I saved that blurb in a Word document. So I wanted to take that URL from that link, from that event. I'm going to paste it in my document. Okay, it's all in really tiny print, so I'm going to make it into bigger print. I like to use Arial. That's my favorite. To me, it's the easiest font to read. So I'm going to put this up to a size 14. And I'm going to copy it, the whole thing. So I'm copying that little blurb that I copied out. And I'm copying all the hashtags and the link to the event itself. So when I post this in my groups or just in my feeds, I can post this whole thing at one time. So I'm going to go back into LinkedIn here. And you go into the home button. And I've got some new posts that have shown up. They might not be mine. They might be somebody else's. Yeah, it looks like there's somebody else's post. So here's what you do. If you want to start a post, you go up into this little box up here, you click on there, and you share your thoughts. Da-da-da-da. And because the link is made on LinkedIn, LinkedIn will not shut you down. And it's the same concept with your article. You do the same process. You have a Word document and you post on your Word document the hashtags and the little blurb that you want to attract attention. And then you attach the link at the bottom. And because it's a LinkedIn link, you see here it says it's at link, it's created at linkedin.com. It won't give you trouble. Even though you're talking about buffer in it, you're going to be talking about buffer, but because it was published on LinkedIn, they give you grace. So you don't need to worry. So we've got this, so we can click on post. And there's our event posted. It's similar in lots of ways to publishing an article on LinkedIn. Are there any questions so far, guys? Okay, we're going to go to the next one. I want to talk about
It's awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Beverly. And I'm
You're
in the
welcome.
community. I think we're all in the same community, right? So I'm there. I check my messages. When people message me in the community, if you have questions or whatever about LinkedIn, feel free to message me right in the community there. And then I'll get back to you and I'll know better how to respond to you because I know that you're in the community. If it's somebody else, I would maybe respond to them a little bit differently because they don't know the jargon or the lingo or whatever you call it that we use in our community, right? So I just want to show you something. This is an area, profile viewers. This is an area that not a lot of people go and check. And when you're on the free, I'm on a paid platform, okay? And you can go in there and you can go back and see all the people that you've been connected to from the site that or have reached out to you, and the people that have reached out to you and asked to connect, and people that you're already connected to, right? And that's only if you're on a paid program, paid platform. But if you're not and you're on the free, it'll show you about 3 at a time. So you can go in there several times a day and just check for who's reviewed your profile. This is huge. If they've gone and checked your profile, there's got to be a reason, right? Yeah, because here's the 5 reasons you want to use LinkedIn. Number 1, the average income of people on LinkedIn is around 76 to 86,000 annually US dollars. The average income annually in US dollars for executives on LinkedIn is 125 to 150,000 annually. Yeah, guys, the biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups. Yeah. And LinkedIn is the most professional platform on the net, bar none. There's lots of copycats out there. I've tried a few of them. I haven't tried a lot of them, all of them, but I always come back to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best, the very best of all the ones I've tried. Here, number 5, this little old number 5. Everybody on LinkedIn is there to do business, guys. Yeah. Facebook is the backyard barbecue. TikTok or not TikTok, Twitter, or now called X, is the coffee shop chatter. Pinterest is the what do you call these meetings at home sharing pictures and photo albums, right? People are a little bit more willing to open their wallets there. Instagram is jumping into the swimming pool, having fun splashing around. Okay, TikTok is running from the swimming pool to the garden party and dancing around. So that's my explanation of the different social media platforms. So the place where we're going to find the people who want to do business with us the most and who can afford to buy our stuff are going to be people on LinkedIn. Hands down. Everybody that has joined me in this community has come through LinkedIn, either by clicking on one of my posts or because they've gotten on my email list that I was working on before I ever came and joined this community. So I have two ways that I'm building my email list. I've got LinkedIn connections that are coming into my email list, and I've got connections through the system that we're being taught in our community into my email list. So I've got two streams coming in at the same time. And the way I feel the ones coming from LinkedIn is through doing surveys. I use Servio, Servio, to do those. And you can set them up so that it's really simple to do. You just follow the steps, step by step. Now, we're just about out of time here, and I need to make sure I answer any questions you guys have.
I'm looking forward to watching the replay.
It's a lot to take in because LinkedIn is more complicated than all the other platforms, isn't it?
Yes, I'm so excited that I'm on this live with you. Thank you for your time. And thanks for sharing.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. I want to help everybody as much as I possibly can. So thank you guys for being with us here today. I'm going to stop the recording.
Christine, sorry, can I ask a question? It's been really good, thank you. I know to go live, there's certain stipulations, like you have to be able to, don't you have to be able to get approved to go live?
Yes, you do.
by LinkedIn?
Yes, you do. And you have to get 500 plus connections on there and be active on it because that's what they check.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's if you're on the free, right? And when I first started doing lives, I was over 10,000 followers because that's when they brought it in. It's a fairly new addition to LinkedIn. So yeah, you're right. You do have to make application to be able to have permission to do a live event, especially if you're on the free. So get your connections over 500 so that it shows to other people when they come to visit your profile, it shows 500 plus, because then you look like a strong influencer, right? And that's another thing. We need to follow each other. We need to connect and follow each other, just like we're doing in TikTok and in YouTube, right? So
I'm following you on LinkedIn.
great. Awesome, awesome. I can pretty much tell. I recognize a lot of the names that come through my LinkedIn, but sometimes I don't. So when you connect with me, if you can say we're in the same community, you say that, or I say I'm in DGC, then that's great because then I know what the conversation should be.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions or comments? It's great to have you with me here today, and I love doing these. I'm going to stop my share, and I'm going to stop my recording.